Hey everyone, it's Coach D. I wanted to share a really cool client story with you before I head out my afternoon walk, which is going to be a wet one today. Um, Little backstory for you. My client started with me in November. I've posted about her progress before. She's done nothing but awesome things for herself since we started working together in November. We started in-person sessions in January, and it's been so much fun working with her, getting to know her. We just have a great time. Um, so I shared a story with her earlier this week about my family's recent trip to Newfoundland. We went to visit our friends in St. John's over St. Patty's Day weekend. We hadn't seen them since 2018. And of course, what better place to be during St. Patty's Day week in St. John's? Yes, I said week. So we went there, and the idea was I was going to entertain one night at my friend's house. But they said, don't worry about bringing your guitar in a plane or anything. We have a couple here that no one plays, but they have a couple and you can use them. No problem. I said, awesome. So I'm really looking forward to entertaining in Newfoundland for our Newfoundland family. There's no better feeling than that. So after Saturday night, we go to a wonderful meal at our friend's sister's and brother-in-law's restaurant, which is called the Fish Exchange, downtown St. John's. You gotta go. We go back to our friend's house. Everybody comes back, and we're going to have a kitchen party and have some drinks and just have some fun. So my friend brings out two guitars. He brings out a Washburn guitar and a Yamaha guitar. I love Yamahas. I love the feel of them. Washburn I've never used, so I go, ooh, this is good. It even had the tags on it. He doesn't even know where he got it from. However, he's been storing these in his garage because no one plays them. They just sit there. Again, he doesn't even know where it came from. So storing guitars in garages are a bad idea. But also, when he brings them up to me, he says, so each one's missing a string. So he's holding two 5-string guitars in front of me. So I kind of stopped breathing for a second because now the excitement is starting to drop drastically. For those of you who don't know guitars well, they tend to sound better with all 6 strings instead of 5. So my friend says, I thought we could take one string off of one and put it on the other. I said, well, Michael, it doesn't always work out doing that. But I said, what have we got to lose? We have no other option. So I'm starting to take one of the strings off the Yamaha guitar. And as I'm loosening the tuning peg, it snaps near the head of the guitar just from loosening it. So I said, Michael, if that happened, strumming it really wouldn't have happened. And of course, at this point now, it's too short to stretch to even attempt to make it work on the Washburn. So we're out of luck. I sang a few a cappella songs. No kitchen party that night. Everyone agreed, though, thankfully, to make this story a little shorter for you. Everybody agreed to come back the next day. We got strings at the music store. We strung up the guitar. We had a kitchen party of a time in Newfoundland with our Newfoundland family. It was amazing. So I shared this with my client, Barb. And Barb was going to do her meditation the other night, and she said it was perfect. It was the perfect time. It was the perfect setting. Like, it was calm, quiet. She sort of was thinking to herself, this is going to be good. This is going to be a really good meditation. And she's done really well. She's really taken to the meditation practice. I love it. So she settles in, she's getting into her meditation, and what randomly pops into her head? The 5-string guitar story. And all she can picture is my dumb face when I see 2 5-string guitars in Newfoundland. Well, doesn't she burst out laughing? She's giggling, she's smiling, she's laughing, and she goes, there was no hope that meditation was going to happen at this point. And she was also laughing at the fact that, where did this thought come from? Why did this pop into my head at this point? So we chatted about it, we're laughing about it. And the reason I'm sharing this story is because it shows us and reminds us not to take our health practices too seriously, right? The way we should take it seriously is in consistency, in finding something we enjoy and finding something we can do long term, right? Making it sustainable. But that's it. Not to the point of obsession, not to the point of stress, and not to the point where you think everything has to be perfect. In Barb's case, it probably was going to be a perfect meditation or close, but I screwed it up with my 5-string guitar story. However, we were chatting this morning about her session, her meditation session, saying she probably got just as much health benefit from that laughter and euphoric feeling that she got from that crazy story than she would have with her meditation. I'm sure she got just as much, if not more. And hey, what's wrong with mixing things up, right? Every so often. So if you find yourself stressing about your health practices or obsessing about them, think of me and the 2 5-string guitars, and that might just bring a little smile to your face, a little giggle, and remind you not to take it too seriously.